again. This is number 11, coming to you with another video log. Video log, vlog, vlog, whatever you'd like to call it. So, if you've been watching number 12 and number 8's video logs for the past days they've been logging, you might have seen that they've been ripping on other members of the organization. Well, I suppose I could make a video in response, but that would be kind of, how do you say, distasteful. So, I've decided to dedicate this video log to something completely different. In this log, I'll be giving you gardening tips and how to use spices in different meals you cook around your home. So, first off, I'll be giving you some tips on how to plant different kinds of plants. Hang on. Okay, so first up is tomatoes. When you want to plant a tomato, you should plant it outdoors in a sunny place where you can see it. A tomato is usually a very hardy plant, so it doesn't need constant care, but you still should water it every day like every other plant. Not to mention tomatoes are delicious, so it's nice to have home-cooked vegetables. So, next up is nasturtiums. Nasturtiums are very, very delicate plants. They prefer to be planted in dry soil as opposed to wet, nutrient-rich soil. Rich soil produces all foliage, no blooms. Nasturtiums also don't transplant well. They're year-round plants, and they need full sun all the time. You should bury them about ½ an inch deep. They're some of my favorite flowers, besides dahlias and roses. The third flower I'll be showing you today is the English daisy. They're usually in white, pink, and red, and they're very, very, very fragrant. They're spring and summer plants, and they should be planted about ½ an inch deep beneath the soil, and then covered back up. Once they've germinated, you should transfer them to your garden or to a pot. Depends on where you planted them. They need a lot of sun and a decent amount of water, like every other plant. They're also very lovely flowers, and I highly recommend planting them. So, now that I'm done talking about flowers for today, I'm going to move on to spices. One of my favorite spices to use is parsley. Parsley is a cook's best friend. A cook should always have a supply of parsley on hand year-round. It's hardy, it grows year-round, and it goes well with tons of dishes. It's also extremely nutritious. It has vitamin K, vitamin A, vitamin C, and folic acid. Parsley is mostly used as a garnish nowadays in North America, but it can also be used for soups, stews, salads, sauces, cheeses, and even sandwiches. It's delicious, nutritious, and every cook's best friend. So, moving on. Another one of my favorite spices is paprika. Paprika is made of ground chili and is used in, well, chilies, also used in sauces, to color rice, and it's even used in henna to color hair red. It's pretty spicy, depending on what kind you buy, but it's delicious nonetheless, and it's also very healthy. I'm also completely convinced that number 8 uses paprika to color his hair red because there is no way that red is natural. Not that I could blame him, of course. Not everyone can have fabulous natural hair like me. It's just, you know, good genes. I'm sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. So, the third and final herb I'm going to talk about is bay leaves. Bay leaves are used in something called a bouquet garni, which is where you tie a bunch of herbs together and dip them into a soup or a stew to give it more flavor. Bay leaves are mostly used in the Caribbean, but you can find them in other places too. They're healthy as well. They provide vitamin A, vitamin C, iron, calcium, potassium, and magnesium. So, all 3 herbs that I've shown you today, bay leaves, paprika, and parsley, are all extremely beneficial to your health. In fact, they're all part of a new diet I'm trying out. Perhaps I will talk with Superior and ask him to put the rest of the organization on a diet. It's a good idea. Good, Marluxia. Good. Well, I am running out of time, so I will bid you farewell until next time. This has been number 11.